What a 2 weeks it has been for our Chicago Bears. It started with the trade for Jonah Jackson and Joe Thuney. Then we opened up free agency with the acquisition of Dalman, Dayo Odeyingbo, and Grady Jarrett. But did you really think the Bears will be done there? Absolutely not. It is now time to look full speed ahead to draft season. So here comes Bears Yard Mock Draft 5.0. Let's go. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe, and let's roll to the mock draft. 3-round mock draft, Chicago Bears. So many options since we filled a bunch of positions in free agency via trades and signings. Let's get into it. Now, in this draft, we are going to entertain trades if the trades are beneficial to our Chicago Bears. So let's see what happens here. We're going slowly. Ashton Jensen's off the board. I know a lot of you all, Bears Nation, are going to love that. The Packers, we don't deal with the Packers. Skip. Colts. Isn't the trade that keeps popping up, although now they want us to give up our 3rd-round pick for an additional 2nd-round pick. And you know what? Let's go ahead and accept the trade because why not? We get an additional 2nd-round pick. I'm not going to be too mad at this. All right, so we move 4 picks down. Mason Graham gone. Tyler Warren gone. Now here we are at pick number 14 for our Chicago Bears. The Lions want to trade up from 28. No, thank you. Houston wants to come up from 25. No, thank you. So we are going to make the pick at 14. Now, we are in a best player available situation here. So we got Shamar Stewart, Kelvin Blank Jr., Jalen Walker. I know there's been a lot of talk about potentially drafting Omarion Hampton, although that's going to be a little bit rich for him. So if we consider best player available here, I'm not really feeling any of these first few players, to be honest with you all. I think my desire started at James Pierce Jr., although I don't know if he's going to have the length and the body weight to satisfy Dennis Allen because James Pierce Jr. is 6'5", 245. We might have the length or whatever, but he does not have the weight. But, I mean, a good football player is a good football player. We got Josh Simmons down here, so that's something to consider as well. And you know what? I have seen a lot of chatter in Bears fandom about the need to still take an offensive lineman in the 1st round. Even though we did sign Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson and we acquired Dalman. We got Kelvin Blank Jr. here from Texas. Kelvin Blank Jr., 6'5", 315. According to the notes, has all the physical attributes needed to be a high-level starting offensive lineman. He did a bunch of good things at Texas here, and he is the best lineman available here at pick number 14. So I think we are going to select Kelvin Blank Jr. out of Texas just to give us some backup on that O-line. And maybe, again, if Braxton Jones does not work out or he doesn't recover from injury in time, Kelvin Blank could slot in at that starting left tackle while Braxton Jones recovers fully, or maybe he beats out Braxton Jones in camp. A lot of things can happen, you know. So you're watching Bears Yard, your home of opinionated Chicago Bears talk Monday through Friday right here on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss an episode, hit that subscribe button. Brings us to 39. Now, we just saw Omarion Hampton go. The Bengals want to move up a spot, but they still want to take a pick, and they want to give us a 3rd rounder. That's weird. Too many trades are very weird. The Eagles, okay, we're rejecting both of these. So we now have 3 more picks left in the draft, and that's it. 39, 41, 45. So we just got Kelvin Blank Jr., the Grady Jarrett, great pick. So we could definitely go with him. We got Kenneth Grant. We got Mike Green. Y'all know I love me some Mike Green, but I pick him in almost every draft, so I'm trying to stay away from him. Who else is out here? What running backs are available here? I know Caleb Johnson is coming up here. Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson. All right, so with pick 39 here, again, we are in a best player available situation, but we did grab an offensive lineman. So the best defensive player available here is Kenneth Grant out of Michigan, 6'3", 331, absolute beast, explosive, and he is going to be a good backup to Grady Jarrett and Gervon Dexter and Andrew Bullock. So we're going to go get Kenneth Grant out of Michigan here for pick 39. Now, that brings us to pick 41. The Chiefs want to come up and trade. I don't really like that trade too much. No, thank you. Who else? New Orleans Saints want to come up here. No, thank you. I'm good with that. So we're going to reject both of these trades. We're going to make the pick at 41. So far, we're looking at Kelvin Blank and Kenneth Grant. So we got 2 linemen. We still need a running back, need a receiver. We also need a safety at some point, but we're not going to be able to fill all of that in a 3-round mock draft. But we still got Grady Jarrett here. And again, we're at BPA and we still need an additional offensive lineman. I'm tempted to go grab him. We also have Jonah Jackson of Ohio State, who obviously the competition that he played would be superior to Grady Jarrett. You know, Grady Jarrett did prove at the Senior Bowl that he could show up and show out. Donovan Jackson is 6'3", 315, one of the top interior linemen in the draft. And we got a Grady Jarrett, 6'5", 312. So they're pretty much the same size. But if I'm thinking about best player available, I'm probably going to lean Donovan Jackson because of the level of competition that he played in college. Also have Arian Ezri here too as well, bigger guy. And he played the same type of competition that Donovan Jackson played, being that he also attended a Big Ten school. So yeah, I think we're going to continue to beef up the trenches here, and we're going to go draft Donovan Jackson because, again, I think Grady Jarrett was going to be great, but Jackson played a level of competition here that I think needs to be factored into his value. Now, oddly enough, and these trades are boo-boo. I don't want any of these trades. Grady Jarrett was still available at 45, but in the last pick of the draft, and there's no way that I am personally not picking a running back here. I know we are still kind of on best player available, but we do need to fill that need. So we go to offense here, and we go look at the running back. Caleb Johnson from Iowa is there, and Quinshawn Judkins from Ohio State is also here. Now, this may be a controversial take, you all, but I like Quinshawn Judkins more than Omarion Hampton, who went earlier this round. I'm not quite sure how Omarion Hampton has gone up the draft boards in such a way that he is valued more than Quinshawn Judkins. If you look at their highlight, Quinshawn is almost as big. He's just as big and powerful as Omarion. Omarion is slightly faster, but not that much faster. But if you look at how they run in actual game speed, Quinshawn looks faster on the grass than Omarion Hampton does. Caleb Johnson, I know a lot of people are impressed by him, but he doesn't really impress me. Every time I see him, he's running through like a hole the size of the state of Texas, man. And I think Iowa's offensive line just made things a little bit easier for him. Quinshawn Judkins, you know, he has some good holes at Ohio State too, but he also made his own opportunity. So I want a running back at 45. We need a running back. And I think my choice is, even though my man Travion Henderson is also here, Quinshawn Judkins, I think, is RB2 in this draft behind Ashton Jeanty. To me, it's not Omarion Hampton. It is Quinshawn Judkins. He is going to be the pick for me because I think that dude's going to be an absolute beast in the NFL. So if we take a look at who we got here, Kelvin Blank Jr., Kenneth Grant, Donovan Jackson, Quinshawn Judkins. If you have any disagreement with any of these picks or you think differently, feel free to drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. If you got other people that you would have picked in those spots, please let me know that in the comments as well. Make sure you check out the video that popped up on the screen at that top right.